Hello guys, this is Harsha and welcome back to the part 7 of the Ludum live stream video. In this part and before this part I have added music and I have added a new cloud texture and I had musics like the game over WAV file or a jump file or a music. So here like I'm going to the resources. I have created a new inner class called sounds static inner class and added three songs. So I just added defined the three musics, the sound sources to get the resource IDs, and I also defined cloud texture, and then I went to play state and prefactored this floor spawn timer to entity spawn timer because it is spawning multiple entities, and renamed this method to spawn entities. And here I added a new cloud entity for every batch, one cloud. So here I'm running it to test. So yeah, so this is how the game is going to be. I have added a bit more velocity to the clouds, and now in this final video, I think it is final, I plan to complete things like add things like score and save this to a external file, and save the high score there and load the high score and create a intro state or the game over state. I think there is only intro state here. The game over state or the intro state is a single state where I can manage with a single state, and then populate it with, say, just like a play state but without input. So it's similar to the play state but it is without input. I think. So here, so first in the monster, I forgot to check the condition where monster fell out without a platform. So if get position dot y, the y position is greater than the height, that is 600 game height, and if this is true, the first thing is I have to play a set the game state again, reset the play state. So game dot set game state new play state. So okay, new, it's not new, and then I'll play the sounds. Resources dot sounds dot game over dot play, and yes, so I reset the game and placed it. Okay, and here I have to add more state. Let me remove this to do here. There is no need for to do. That is, since I already do this here. So this is the monster class almost pretty much done. So in the resources, okay, I'll be now be creating a score. So here, and the score is public static, and the score is int, that is the number of platforms that have passed away, int score. And in the constructor we set score to 0, and there is also public static int best score. Okay, best score is equal to, okay, best score is equal to okay, math.max maximum of best score comma score. The maximum will become the next best score, and this, okay, the best score needs to be updated every frame, so I'll keep this in the update method, and this should happen before updating the scene. Okay, since when I updating the scene, the game state might be reset, so before that the score needs to be updated. And I'll keep some data in the floor, that is the batch. So here name it as, okay, let's make it public, no problem, since this is a small game. Public int platform number, and this takes a platform number and set platform number, store it there. This dot platform number equal to platform number. Okay, so this is the platform number, and since this is public, there is no need to add a getter. And in the play state, I will keep a new variable here, that is private int, okay, platform created, and platforms created should be 0 by default. And once platform created is 0, I will be adding platform ID. Okay, this is the first platform, so I will platforms created is equal to plus plus, increment the number of platforms created, and add pass this as platforms created as the platform ID. And then in the floors jar, we're updating here, and when we are destroying this, we'll set the score to the platform ID. So there is no need to make it private, there is no need for exposing it. And here playstest.score is equal to platform number, set it to the platform number. And now in the play state, while rendering, okay, the camera is applied, and then I will get the graphics studio, use the graphics studio to draw the score. So let me draw it here. G2D dot draw string, and the string is score plus score, and slash n for the next line, and best plus best score at 10 comma 10. So now I run this, and let's see what it displays. By default it starts with 1 and 2, 0. Best is 2. Okay, best is 3, best is 4, like best is 5. So that is what happening, and I will add the drawstring after rendering of the background, so it doesn't matter. And in the monster run class, I will on the init I'll get the graphics studio. I'll initialize the graphics studio here also too. Graphics is equal to silence engine dot graphics dot graphics studio, and g2d dot set color dot black, set the black color, and g2d dot get font dot set size and style. So the size is, I'll set it to 30, and style to bold, style bold. Okay, so now it should be 30 pixel height and bold and enter there. So yeah, good. So best is 3, and now I want it to be rendered before before the clouds, not after them. So the score is now done. So yeah, the best score is not done. And now if I die, the best says stays the same. So the score part is good. And now in the play state back again, I will in the render function, I'll just move this here, and so that I can have the best score being drawn over the clouds this time. So it's not over the clouds, but behind them. So good. The game is now pretty simple. So the game is almost working, and now I want to score to a file. So let's get to the monster on class. So here I will load the file in pre-init because there is no need to graphics here. So I will load it in pre-init. So first I want to create a file path, and score file is equal to get external file and highscore.txt, a highscore.txt file, and if score file dot exists, we read our high score into there. So now, since the score file exists, we need to read an integer from that file. So first thing I do is I'll simply use the file utils and playstate.best_score is equal to file utils dot read lines to string of score file. There is only one string dot trim, and this trim string should be passed as an integer. Integer dot parse it and compare it. That's it. So this is a simple thing. Okay. So this is a single liner to store the score. Now I want to copy this and here in the dispose function. Before disposing the resources, I want to save. So there is no need to check score file exists here and no need to read from that. I need to write from it. So I will get a buffered writer. Writer is equal to score file dot new buffered writer score file dot get writer. Okay, there is an exceptions here, and I'll be using the try catch block, try with resources block, try catch exception E, do something there, and finally close the writer. Okay, try with resources automatically closes, so there is no need to close it manually, I think. And if there is something, I'll simply print it as track trace, and here writer dot write single integer, that is playstation dot best score, and writer dot close. That's it, simply that. And now I'll try to run this. So there is no such file, and it's just closed it, and so the file should have been written. So I'll check in SOC, and it should be out production monster run. Okay, it's run from here. So there is a high score text. Okay, text files are always open with notepad, and there is an integer. I'll set the font consoles 0. Okay, there's something wrong here. So let me test the reading. I save with 3558 and it should work with 3558. So reading is working, and if I save, it should be saved as okay question mark. So something is wrong here. Okay, it should be a text string, and then simply delete this. So if I run this, Okay, there should be 0. Okay, it is 0. Okay, best is 2, and now I escaped it, so to close. And then, okay, the best is 2. Very good. The high score is being saved perfectly. So this is simply the, I want it to be external file, so it's an external file. Okay, so most of things is done, and now the final thing I'm going to do is create a introstate. Introstate as extends game state, and here I just wanted to show the monster or give this like the play state but without the monster. So I'll just be copying everything here without the score and pgx2, and let me copy everything and paste it in the introstate as. Okay, and here I'll use playstate.score and playstate.bestScore. Okay, there is no need to use the best score is equal to max here because the score won't update. I should not update the score. And then go, don't initialize this play state here and copy it as initialize into state. And here there should be no platforms created because every platform should be the score. So I simply rename it. So since it always changes, PlayStation score is the value of the platform. So even if the things changes, it doesn't work. And then here, I just don't want to add a monster here. This is the intro state. And here in the intro state, if is pressed escape, and games will end. And if keyboard dot is clicked, space game dot set games to a new play state. Okay, and so this is basically this. So the score here never changes. And now in the play state, just hit set the game state to new intro state. Okay, so then in monster class now, I'll simply replace this to new intro state, and here new intro state and new intro state. So here this should work now pretty good. So yeah, okay, I have to change this to by default to start in intro state. So yeah, so if I run this, I should get the pretty default level. And space, it goes the same. score stays 2, and then I have to destroy and score best stays, and then okay, I have closed it and relaunched it, and the best stays the same. Okay, my game is almost ready. Okay, finally I want to add just playtest my game first. So let me run this. So this is for the playtesting. So I have to run, and yeah. Okay, I noticed a new thing. The player needs to be in front of the clouds. So in cloud dots, I'll set the depth to 1. So the depth is 1, and the player depth, the monster depth is 0. So 0 renders in front of them. So that's the way to control the order. So now let me see how best I can go. Yeah, yeah. Ah, 15 is the best one. Okay, so I think the game is pretty playable. So I have done almost everything, and the final thing that I'm missing is a logo for the monster run. Okay, there should be a logo here saying monster run. So that would be cool. So and I have to add press space to play all this. So I'll be using PowerPoint to create the logo. Yes, we can use word arts, right? I'll be doing that. Okay, there is no brand presentation. No need of all this. And insert word art. Yeah, using a striped version. Okay, this one looks cool. Monster run, and the monster is red color. Red run. Okay, I have to in this format, right? Okay, text outline to okay, text fill to more fill colors. Custom. Okay, not shape fill. No, no, no. Monster run. Yeah, this seems good. I'll effects glow. Let's add a glow effect. Yeah, good. And transform. Okay, okay, okay. Which one is Seems this common. Okay, this this one or this one? What if this is animated, right? It is better to keep it animated. Or if animation, I need a updated. So looks good, and I'll simply right click, save as picture, and it's GitHub monster on SOC resources logo. And let me see the logo size. This is logo perfect, the correct size I think. So go back here. Let's take, we add the high score also. Correct. We score and add logo. So here in the resources, there is no need to be a sprite for the texture for the logo, but only a texture is sufficient. Texture logo. Okay, I'll name this as Shift F6 game logo because there is also already another logo in Silence Engine. So here logo text ID is equal to loader.load resource texture.class resources game logo.png answer, and textures and logo is equal to loader dot get resource logo text ID. So the logo is loaded, and now I can draw this logo here. So the logo stands in the middle. G2, so float x is equal to display dot get width by 2 minus display dot get width by 2 minus resources dot textures dot logo dot get width by 2, and float y is equal to, let's make it a constant such as, okay, this is also get height by 2 minus resources dot textures dot logo dot get height by 2. Okay, now g2d dot draw texture resources dot textures dot logo at x comma y. So now pretty sure it should be monster 1. Yeah, this is looking good, and if I zoom in, it's the same as, okay, this should come afterwards. So the logo is drawn on top of everything. So if I run this, monster. Okay, the logo is cool, at least for me, seems to be. Okay, the final thing I have to do is draw a message. Press space to play at the top right of the screen. So I'll do string message is equal to press space to play. and calculate the x equal to display dot get width from the right, not from the half, minus g2d dot get phone dot get width of the message, and minus 10. So there is a 10 pixels wide, and y is equal to simply 10. So now I'll simply draw this g2 dot draw string message x comma y. So now the game should be complete. Okay, pause, press page to make, and even if I make it close there. Okay, so the game is now complete. So a final time playing, that the best score is loaded for Paka. Okay, so good enough. So now I will be creating a exporting module. So F5 and artifact jar from modules with dependencies, monster class, and extract to the target jar. Okay, all the libraries will be extracted to the target jar. So here, okay, this should work, and the class path is not set. Okay, apply. Okay, now okay, add it to it. So now build rebuild project and build artifacts table. So the artifact is now being built. So let me test out artifacts. So this is the final jar file. So if I double click it, the game should launch, and the best score is 0. Okay, the best is 1, so I close it. And now there is a high score text file here. So yes, this is pretty good. So thank you for watching, guys. If you like this video, give me hit the like button below, and if you want to say something about this, please use the comment section. And if you think this video is shareable, please click on the share button. So this is how I did my Ludum Dare entry in just 10 hours. That is, I started yesterday at 6:30 p.m. and quit at 11 p.m. And today is the same. At 6:30 p.m. I started that, and before 11 p.m. 10:16 p.m. is that is the right time now. And so the game is pretty much complete in almost less than 10 hours. So this is a great achievement for me. Yo, okay. So I'm now closing this